Well, it's April the 4th, 2019, and we're just getting kind of ready to leave. So for you guys, that's what the house looks like. I just want to show you a few little bits and pieces for what you're going to be encountering. This is where you guys will park your car. Unfortunately, the garage will be full. We have shell for landscaping, so you're forever going to be just taking care of what Kathy's doing there, just making sure the shell is taken care of. We have a landscaper that comes in. That's the only grass that gets done by the professional people, so he comes down once every couple of weeks and just keeps that trim when he does the neighbor's grass. With the rocks and stuff, we just make sure that there's a bit of a, defined area. Sometimes the wind will blow it or whatever, so we spend a little time picking the shell away from the rocks just to make it look nice. You'll see that we've now got our barbecue in the garage. I recommend take the bottles out of there when you guys take it out or bring it back in. All of our stuff, the best way is to bring it around, so you need two people to do that, and bring it out to the back where it lives at the back of the house. This bench that you see here, the dark bench and the two chairs there, they go up front. So as you may know, there's a guest room. That's our guest bedroom, and that's where the chairs live. And in front of the front door, there you'll see where the pillars or the wooden chair lives. Yeah, so I've had the arborist in. He's done all the trees, cut them all down. So he may be back. He comes back every year and just takes care of things. You'll see that the posts are there. Kathy's taken all of her solar lights out, but I've left those there. That's where the torch flames go in there, the torch flame solar lights. I've checked all the eaves troughs. They seem to be fine. Cleaned them out a bit. Did a little pressure washing, got that all done. We've got an electric one in the back in the shed. So this car will just stay here. If you're having a party, there's collapsible tables there. There's another folding wooden chair down there, and I use it for all of my folding chairs. This gray thing that you're seeing there, that is the sail tarp for the back. So I'll have the professional guy come and put it on, probably December the 2nd or something like that, because it takes a little bit of work just to put it on. But Ed, you can take it off when you leave at the end of March. It's easy to take off and just fold it back up and put it in here. Yeah, so there's if you need a weed eater or whatever what you want, needing a rake and a few things. This is the water main, so make sure that is shut off when you leave, because that is very important. That may already be on, Gary, when you come. I don't know, because the sprinkler system, I've got a professional guy that comes and checks it, and that'll be probably before you get here, and he may be putting it on. But if not, if the water's shut off, it's that valve there, and you just turn it on or off. Yeah, so we have the blue bin. That's for the glass, and then Kathy just separates some of the other stuff. But this just takes the glass. The blue bin takes the glass, and it's in our red book as to when they pick that up. It's a different date than the garbage. If you want to use those are our backup golf clubs. You're welcome to use them. Those are mine in the brown, and those are Kathy's. They're older clubs, so whatever. If you want our new ones, then let us know, and we'll have to tell you where they are there at the golf course. That's a foldable umbrella, so that you'll see where it goes. It just basically slips in, and it's getting a little bit worn out, but anyway, it's very functional. It slips in the back. You'll see where it goes. That's the hoses for the back. Everything, it connects a little bit different here with connectors. Washer and dryer in the garage. Yeah, I don't know though. Make sure you if there's any wine or anything left here, please use it. If that's a non-alcoholic one, please use it, because it goes bad. So if there's any wine left there, please use it. We have a cooler here. There'll be some beer and some drinks in there, and some white wine, probably a couple of bottles of white wine left in there. Please take and use it, because it'll go bad. We'll take that with us, but that's our cruise that we're doing, showing you where we leave out of New York and the whole world cruise and where it goes. Of course, our cordless vacuum, that's going to be unplugged. So when you get here, just plug it. You know, these all have these type of plugs. You don't have to unplug them. So they all. It's a good idea. When you're not using appliances, including the washer and dryer, like you can see here, Kathy has taken. You know, when you're not using them, leave them off. Off is up. Red is on. Okay, so because there's 220 and there's leakage that happens, so it's a good idea not to leave them in the on position when you're not using them. Of course, in the vacuum cleaner, it's always charging, but you leave it on as well as the fridge. In here, there's just bits and pieces. You know, this is the ripcord. Take one cap of this ripcord for a bottle. Use this a lot because we have ants and crickets, and we don't have any snakes or anything, but this is really good for spraying the outside. I just do the circumference of the outside a lot, and I frankly once a month do the inside of this in the morning when I'm going out for the day, just around the inside of all the room, right around the circumference of it. Yeah, so vinegar is good for the weeds. It's pure vinegar. If you need more, it's living down in here. That's pure vinegar for you know, sometimes weeds on the shelves and so on. Garage cleaner. Here's degreasers and stuff if you need them. Gloves, whatever. Extension cord is down there. Bits and pieces. Yeah, and there's a toolbox down there. You're going to need that, Ed, when you take the sail down. You're going to need 2 pieces of equipment. You're going to need this. Oh, by the way, when I'm opening this up, you'll see that if you need any sprinkler heads or sprinkler stuff that come off, they're in here. But when you're taking the sail down, you'll need this little green screwdriver, and you need this little wrench. That's all you need, and then you'll be able to take it off. Just loosen 2 of the turn knuckles off, and you're good to go. Okay, so that's where it lives, in there. Now another thing that's good for you to know is there's our mailbox out there, right, and all the keys for the mailbox and for the gates, which are going to be locked and stuff, are in here. So there's all your keys, and they're well labeled. And then another thing that you will need to know is when you guys come in, you'll come in through the side here, and there is the hot water. Oh, there's the the heater, not the heater, but the meter, and that's where you'll see your lock boxes in there. You can see it poking its nose through there. So that's where you'll get the key from to get into that gate. Will be locked, and that gate will be locked. So that key will get you into this side door or the front door, whatever you want. But I believe this side door as well. And this door should not be locked. If it is, then that key will be in that cabinet. I'll leave some batteries, all the batteries if you need this. It probably will need it for the clocks, inside and out, and also for the alarms. And there's a bunch of new batteries in there by the extension cord in this cabinet. I'll try to remember to leave some out for you. So that's kind of it. Nothing else here that is different. What else, Kathy, that we need to let them know about? The Wi-Fi, I will phone them. The box is down there by my computer. Here's my computer room, that printer. I'm not going to put it in, but in here I bought a brand new ink supply. Yeah, don't forget to, you know, you've got some adapters here and so on and so forth, so you shouldn't have to bring any, but bring your own telephone cables and your charger blocks, and then they'll go into the adapters. So you'll need, these clocks will all probably be dead when you come. And then there's an alarm that's right there. And there's another one down in the hallway that'll probably be dead. So those batteries are where I just showed you. Yeah, so everything is pretty cool here. I'll leave the Comcast in here so you guys can use your own. You can use your own Netflix and stuff if you want them. So I'll just leave that. I'll unplug it. Again, you'll see that there's a big bar in the back behind here. But I don't unplug the bar. I just go again to these little flickers and I take them off the red. So flip them up and that kills everything. So all of that will just be killed. So we'd like you to do the same thing. Now you can see that we brought our furniture in from the outside. We put a plastic because there's sometimes leakage that comes from inside the outside chairs from just the rain and stuff, and I don't want it on my rug. So yeah, and put a little bit of paper. You'll see these stored in the garage. Yeah, so there's all of our tables, outside tables, and just there's a bench for the outside, and the chairs from the outside, and the table from the outside, and the pillows and stuff. So this is where we store it. So that's all good. And Kathy wants you to know about the garbage. What's the deal with the garbage, Kathy? You have to go to the store and get a special...
bags, yeah,
would you help me, please, honey? So she's just got them in this bag, but they're special garbage bags, so you don't use a can at all. There is a can that we'll bring into the garage that we use outside just for our convenience. But when the garbage day is, I kind of asked Kathy to do this for me. I guess she's forgotten. So, yeah, so that's the bag. It's kind of like $2.
Yeah.
$3?
$3.
How much?
Special $3.
$3.
With city council on
Yeah,
there.
and then this is the tag that's on it. All right, so this goes to the curbside. The garbage can itself doesn't go curbside. And that is in the red book, right, Kathy, when you want that done?
I left 3 of them for them.
Yeah, Kathy's going to leave 3 of them for you. And then the blue one goes on a different day, and that's also shown in the red book, right, hon?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so gas is will be all fine. Turned back on. Electricity will be turned back on. I'll get Sky to be turned back on the TV, and I'll also get Spark, which is your Wi-Fi, turned on. So I'll try to figure out a way how we can get this all turned off. If not, then I'll put that's in the red book. You can do that yourself. Call them 30 days prior to and tell them when you want it off, and that the numbers will be in the red book. So that's about it, Kath. Anything else that I'm forgetting?
I think so.
No. So water, the hot water tank, and this one is just an outside instant heater. This light in here, which is this bedroom, is on a timer. So that timer, if you don't play with it, just leave it alone. If you don't want this light to come off and on, just unplug it here. But leave the timer in place so that when you leave, plug it back in, and this timer will turn this light on at midnight. And it's just that there's a little bit of, looks like there's a little bit of action going on. Yeah, I do want to show you where the alarm is. It's again in the garage, and the codes for that, as well as the lockbox, are in the red book. So this is the alarm in the garage. So you just to go 28, and that's it. It's activated. There's no pound or anything else needed. Of course, that's the third bedroom. And I don't think there's anything in here either. We don't have any lights when you go to bed, so if you want to have a reading light or something, that's all I've done is I bought these kind of reading lights that you can have in all of the bedrooms. Yeah, and this is, they're all screened, but they're on a magnetic, on here they're magnetic, so that you can get a little bit of fresh air. You got to make sure that those are all closed though. We're going to rearrange our closet and stuff for you, so that there's room for you. So, if we've forgotten something, so be it. I want to just show you where the sprinklers are. They're on a that's where the umbrella goes. That is your best dryer that you could ever get. But anyway, this is what we do a lot of this. This is on a push it up and down it comes. Okay, so yeah, that's good. Inside again, just make sure that that is tidy. I put new shell in this year. We put a brand new artificial rug grass in it this year. That's very expensive stuff. This is where the bits and pieces are. Your pressure washer. This is a garbage can that we use, but that doesn't go to the curbside at all. That's a phony. And we've had, I said, the arborist in. So you can see down here, this is where the timer is. If you want to, for whatever reason, this should be functional when you guys come back. But there's a battery that I'll take out before I leave, and I want you to do that, Eddie. When you go, just you take this. But this is the override. I don't know, you might have turned it off now. Yeah, there it is. But anyway, I like it on just for 5 minutes a day, so you can set that accordingly. Yeah, and there's just a battery down here. Just take that battery out when you leave. Okay, so that's just about it. Yeah, we're text away and away if you need something. I just thought I would give you a video of everything, and that way it's there for you if you need it. This is where the sail goes, so it just attaches to that clip, to that clip, to that clip, and then it goes over to that pole, into that pole. So it's pretty simple. Take care.